Hi, everyone. Welcome to Unfiltered Flow ELSC. I'm Megan Cook here with Alan Burdette, and today we're happy to have Mr. Josh Jenkins on the show. Josh is the Business Development Manager at Durable Controls. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time. I know you're extremely busy these days. So, how did you end up in the industry, Josh?
I was contacted by an old acquaintance that kind of persuaded me to come over.
Okay, very
Yeah,
good.
about 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Okay. What were you doing prior to, if you don't mind me asking?
Industrial sales in OP and small engines.
So you've been in the industry for about 6 years now, Josh. What would you say is the most memorable or most fun project you worked on in the process instrumentation industry?
I mean, every application is rather unique, so I don't know that one necessarily stands out because of that. But there was one that we were working on with a wastewater facility that used some rather large flow meters, ones you could stand up in. So, so very, very large.
That's a
We've
lot of
dealt with
flow.
Yeah, we've dealt with some projects that use unique pneumatic applications with variable air conditions and air pressures to operate various things and being able to control those as needed.
What have you seen in the past 6 years or overall as far as, the advancements and changes in technology and how it's impacted the industry?
I would say most recently we've seen the affordability of higher accuracies coming into play. One that comes to mind is free space radar level instruments coming down. Those used to be several $1,000s, and just recently, within the last year or so, there are quite a few manufacturers developing highly accurate instruments under $1,000 retail value.
Considering what's going on today, what do you think your biggest challenge is in the process instrumentation industry? Is it consolidation for vendors, access to capital, regulations? What do you feel is
Yeah, regulations plays a big part in it. Access to capital has been a challenge over the last couple of years and just financing of projects. Then, I mean, just like many industries out there, there seems to be a plethora of aftermarket or knockoff instruments coming from overseas that are very competitive. So, yeah, those can be quite challenging.
As far as hiring, what do you see now in the biggest challenges, whether it be, engineering or sales talent? Is it qualified candidates, retention, the onboarding portion?
We don't do a ton of hiring, so it's tough to speak of, but the handful that we've done, it is often difficult to find knowledgeable candidates, qualified candidates in this industry. And at the same time, there seems to be a challenge finding personnel that is willing to learn the industry. So, yeah. And we even see that at the customer level at a lot of the plants. The older generation that was familiar with doing a lot of the maintenance or upkeep on the instrumentation is retiring, and the new generation is not up to speed with that. So,
A lot less hands-on is what we hear as a recurring
yeah,
theme, Josh, the
right.
wanting to get dirty and figure out how things operate from the bottom up seems to be a lost art or a dying art.
One other question, if you don't mind, Josh, real quickly. Megan and I have seen a lot of consolidation in the industrial distribution industry.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? I'm sure you have, but how's it impacted you guys?
I would say that some of our primary competitors getting bought up by larger conglomerates it's offered a new challenge. Where you maybe didn't compete with a certain product line or a certain group in this, a specific industry or application module has brought new challenges. But at the same time, it's often opened new opportunities as well.
Okay, just curious about that.
All right, Josh. Well, we know you're busy. We really appreciate you
Yeah.
taking the time to chat
Well,
with us
thank you.
today. And good to see
Thank
you.
you. Have a great day.
You too, Josh. Thanks.
Thanks.